You ever come across a phrase that just feels different? Like it's not just a collection of words, but more like a key or a formula, almost like a piece of code. Well, that's exactly what we're doing today. We're going to unlock one of those codes together.
So this is it. At first glance, it's just a beautiful, maybe a little mysterious string of sounds, right? But buried inside this phrase is this incredibly powerful, layered invocation from the Kabbalistic tradition. And our job in this explainer is to figure out what in the world it means and what it's really designed to do.
You know how it is. To really get the big picture, you've got to look at the individual pieces first. So that's our plan. We're going to deconstruct this sacred formula word by word to really uncover the profound meaning that's hiding inside.
Okay, let's start right at the beginning with El Hesed. The most straightforward translation is something like God of mercy or divine loving kindness. So right out of the gate, the invocation kicks off by calling on a very specific quality of the divine, this compassionate, benevolent, loving force.
But hang on, it goes even deeper than that. Hesed isn't just some generic word for mercy. No, in Kabbalah, Chesed is a massive deal. It's a fundamental divine attribute on the tree of life. Think of it as this incredible, expansive energy of pure, unconditional love, grace, and just overwhelming goodwill. So the key takeaway here is you're not just asking for a little mercy, you're plugging into a foundational principle of the cosmos.
So, we've called on this powerful concept of divine mercy. Now the mantra gets even more specific. Let's look at the next part, because you'll see how it starts to build on this idea by bringing in the angelic messengers that are tied to this exact energy.
The very next word is Tzadkiel. This is the name of an archangel, specifically the Archangel of Mercy and Benevolence. And here's where you see the absolute brilliance of the formula. Tzadkiel is known as the guardian of that exact same attribute, Chesed, that we were just talking about. The invocation is layering its request. First you call the concept, and now you're calling its specific angelic keeper. It's so precise.
And right after Tzadkiel, we get Hachmalim. This isn't a single angel, but a whole class of angelic beings, sometimes called the Chashmalim. And their job? Their whole domain is divine thought and passing down wisdom. So you see how the call is expanding? We've asked for mercy and its guardian, and now we're asking for the wisdom we'd need to actually understand and use that mercy properly.
All right, so we've invoked mercy, its archangel, and the angels of wisdom. The final parts of this mantra kind of shift gears a little bit. They bring in this idea of justice, and then, and this is the cool part, they make a very direct, active demand.
Now this word, Tzedek, this is where things get really fascinating. Its main meaning is justice or righteousness, which is perfect, right? It adds a sense of balance and doing the right thing to all that mercy we just called in. But, and get this, it has a secondary meaning. Tzedek is also the Hebrew name for the planet Jupiter. And what does Jupiter rule over in astrology? Expansion, wisdom, abundance, law. It's this amazing fusion of spiritual righteousness and cosmic expansion all packed into one word.
And finally, we get to the call to action, the part that brings it all home. Ba'kan, ba'po. This isn't a concept or a name anymore. It's a command. Phonetically, it means come here, come now. This totally transforms the entire mantra. It goes from being a list of beautiful ideas to an urgent, direct summons, basically yanking all of those powerful energies right into the here and now.
Okay, we've taken it all apart. We have all the pieces of the puzzle laid out on the table. So now let's put them all back together and see the full powerful meaning of this sacred formula when it all clicks into place. Let's just walk through that flow one more time. First, you invoke the divine principle of mercy itself, El Hesed. Then, you call upon its dedicated angelic guardian, Tzadkiel. Next, you ask for the clarifying wisdom from the Hachmalim. Then you ground all that mercy and wisdom with the righteous, expansive energy of Tzedek. And finally, you pull it all together and demand its immediate presence with Ba'kan, Ba'po, here and now.
So what is this mantra really? It's a precisely engineered spiritual tool. It's not just calling for one thing. It's a multi-layered invocation designed to unleash this whole cascade of forces. Mercy, guided by its archangel, lit up by wisdom, balanced by justice, and then brought into our immediate, tangible reality.
And that just leaves us with this one kind of mind-blowing thought to chew on. This mantra operates on the principle that language can be more than just descriptive. It can actually be creative. It really makes you wonder, right? What happens when we truly understand that
Our words, when spoken with real intention, aren't just sounds, but are powerful acts of creation.